Hey everybody, this is Aurathas, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Now, I've had a lot of requests to come back to this series, and I've been thinking for a while how I wanted to do this series. If I wanted to bring it back to Twitch and do long streams, or if I wanted to do shorter episodes for YouTube. And I've kind of decided it's going to be kind of a hybrid. On occasion, I'll probably play this on Twitch, but for the most part, these are going to be YouTube videos, and I'm going to basically do all my material grinding and traveling as much as possible off camera. Unless I'm going to a new location that, I actually, that we're going to want to explore, then I'll probably do that on camera. But for the most part, when I start these episodes, they're going to be, I have all my materials ready. I have a plan in mind. We're going to build our fortress. I'll have already traveled, or like in the case of killing a boss, I'll have already traveled to the boss, and well, not the boss, but the dungeon, and I'm ready to enter the dungeon so that we can, get on with it. Now, quick recap as to what has changed since the last episode. If you guys remember, I was building a base, and if you guys are new to the series, yeah, I was building a base over here around this lake. I was planning on building a base in the lake, but the problem is that area is only good if you are okay building a base and only ever seeing it by torchlight, because even during the day, it never seems to get bright, and at night, even with a torch, you can only see like maybe a foot in front of your dude's face. It is horrible. I like the area, but it is horrible for visibility. I also wanted to be a bit closer to thralls, so this is why I moved over here, because in this area, I'll actually zoom in, there's a thrall camp here, there's a thrall camp here, there's one down here, I think there's one over here, there's a big city here, there's thrall camps here, here, and here's the big one, there's a thrall camp right up here that spawns a legendary blacksmith, a named blacksmith thrall. So this place is actually better for me. Now, for those of you guys who did like the river base, or the lake base, whatever you want to call it, I did keep it, but I tore down the one that was on the shore, and I kept the tower that we were building in the river, lake, whatever, and completed it. So now it's kind of a checkpoint outpost that I will stop at on my way down, like if I ever decide I want to go down to the Relic Hunters city, or if I ever want to pick up brimstone, which I'm going to need brimstone, and that's right here, that's the best source for it. I can do it and have a quick little stopping point for respawning if necessary. So yeah, with that, let me show you guys my new home. And yeah, also I spent a ton of time farming for like resources, so we won't have to do any farming during these episodes, as I mentioned. So I decided to build a tower right here. I actually like how the tower turned out. I like the view, and I kind of want to claim this entire ridge. So my plan is, you see this little outcropping over here? I want to build another tower similar to this one. I want to build a tower, I'm thinking it won't be on an elevated spot. I think the next tower would actually be built over here. So I can have two there. And I think the fourth one, and I might have more than four by the end of this, but I want another tower, like, I haven't figured out exactly where over here. I was kind of thinking on a large outcropping that's over here, like up here. And then I can just wall this area off and turn this entire little plateau ridge line into a fortress. So that's kind of my plan here. Here's hoping it works out for us. Let's see. Now, the other reason I wanted to be here is there's a lot of stone, there's a lot of wood, there's a lot of wildlife for food, there's a lot of coal, there's a lot of everything I need here. I'm actually not, yeah, see, look at that long string of iron over there. This is a perfect place for me. So, yeah. So the plan is I'm going to build a tower over here and probably try to get a wall up over here. And once I have this wall up, I'll probably start building like a crafter's area. So, yeah, so let's actually give a quick tour of the inside of this before we get started. Real quick, let me get something to drink, and then we shall... That doesn't really help my That doesn't really help me at all, does it? Okay, fine. I got a water skin in here somewhere. There it is. And let me guess, it's empty? No, it's not empty. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this is where I've kept all the supplies I brought from our other village, or our other place. As you can see, I built a lot of crafting items, but I have nowhere to place them yet. Also, it really bugs me that these wedged ceiling tiles don't seem to keep out the rain. Except I actually think it's the windows letting the rain in. It doesn't matter. So here's where my current spawn point is. And this last flight of stairs goes up here to our shrine and our bonfire. And this is the only shrine I currently have in the game. It is a fully upgraded. It's the Sanctum of Set, because I really like poison arrows. And I got all these crenellated walls for archers. And I'm not going to lie, before I put the Sanctum of Set in, I kind of wanted to put a trebuchet up here and see if I could... Let's go into first person. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if I'm in first person or not. I wanted to see if I could hit that city from here, just for fun. Now, to show you the rest of the... Okay. Every floor of my tower has a door that leads out onto this. And as you can see, it's built over the edge of a cliff. And yeah, crenellated walls again for archers. And yeah, I want a lot of archers. I can't wait to actually have this thing fully manned. Alright, so that's the quick tour. Let's get to work. Now, if you guys have suggestions, by the way, for changes to the castle design or the fortress design or the tower design, by all means share them. I'm always open to new ideas. Now, before we move on, I want to see how many wedge pieces I need here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is our foundation. Okay. And I kind of want to build it right up here on this ridge, and then we'll figure out how to connect the walls between the two towers. And I've not used wedges, really, in this game until recently. Basically, that tower was the first time I built wedges. For the floors and the ceilings and the foundation. I quite like them, actually. Now, they do make it really hard to actually build a proper roof on top of the whole place, so I likely won't use wedge foundations on, you know, like our main keep or whatever, but it's nice for the most part. Alright, so I should probably turn off the flying for this. Now, I want to build my tower on the highest point. Now, this is probably, like most of these buildings, probably going to kill... thankfully, it's far enough away it won't affect my iron, but it is going to kill some of these stone deposits. Which is fine. This area has a lot of stone. I don't mind. See, there's some right there that's probably going to disappear as well, so... Oh, well. Alright. We kind of want it to face inward. So we're at 5. And I actually think I want it to go this way. That doesn't quite work the way I wanted it to, though. These two are the ones that are actually out of place. Because for the wedged foundations to work, kind of the way I want them to, yeah, I think we have to have, yeah, the end pieces have to be the narrow spot facing down. Because then I can put my door frame right here. Okay. And let's just go ahead and put a bunch of these wedges down. It's going to be a while before we have the full platform that I'm looking for. This is probably why we're going to want to have the fly system back on. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to need the fly system back on so I can actually get down here and actually put these in. But yeah. I figured, you know, when it came time for when I decided to change the format of this particular series, I figured it's probably the best way to go because, honestly, the most entertaining part of this game is the building and the killing of bosses. It's not really so much the how do you put it? It's not really so much the like the grinding for resources. Let's be honest, is never the most entertaining part of these games. Okay, so we have now. So if you're wondering how I'm actually plotting this in my mind, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm actually looking at the 3 spots right here that have the that are facing me. So these 3 right here. So I'm trying to do 3 triangles, I guess, pointed up for lack of a better phrase, because I believe that's what I did with the other one. If not, I will double check. And then now from here we actually start coming in to the middle a little. Okay. I'm going to need a lot more foundations, I think. Thankfully, I have the resources to do it. How are we doing here? I'm probably going to take this foundation up another notch because I really do not like the grass sticking through right there. There we go. So that side is now done. Don't recall telling you to leave that spot hollow right there. So fix it. Now, part of me was tempted, and still is tempted, to use... Yeah, I think that... Yeah, that's the same footprint we have over there. Part of me is tempted still to use, like, the console commands. Or not. I don't even know if they're... I don't know if you would even call them console commands. But... regardless, using the admin system. Oh, good lord. Can I build these a little bit faster some other way, please? Oh, hey, I have a bunch of them sitting right there. Yeah, to get resources a bit faster, but I might do that later. You guys tell me if you guys would prefer I didn't. I do have a lot of resources, so right now I really don't care about using the admin panel because I have built up so many resources. Since the last time I filmed this. Basically, it was just mostly, material grinding. Because I'm not going to lie, sometimes in these games, material grinding, for me, I'll just get into it. It's kind of a mindless zone-out task for me. It's what I used to do in, like, MMOs. I would basically, it's like, oh, I need to grind materials for, to level up my crafting or whatever. So what I would do is I'd just put on an audiobook and just kind of zone out collecting materials for however long I needed to. So really, it wasn't so much about the... it wasn't so much about the crafting, really. It wasn't so much about the mineral gathering, but the activity was more about the... having the free time to just indulge in an audiobook. Yeah, I should have some shaped wood here. I don't know what's... cool. Give me them. And I believe... Actually, I don't know if I brought bricks. I did bring bricks, okay. And we have all of the... We don't have all of our armor here, I will say. Just the ones I really like. Because I got rid of a couple. In the end, I really didn't like Catan armor at all. It was... I don't know, it's my least favorite armor set. And I know at this point the Terranian stuff is out, and I am going to get that. So I kind of want to try to find a way to accommodate everything, every building material except, it's not because I have anything too much against, like, I actually like the Catan building materials. I don't like their armor that much, but I like their building materials. I don't know that I'm going to incorporate it because I do like the Yamatai stuff much better than the Catan stuff visually in terms of building. So, and we used the Catan stuff to build our base in our previous Conan Exiles series. So kind of what I'm thinking is these towers, all four of these towers are going to be our strong points, are going to be our frontier stuff. And I might build terrain walls between them. I'd have to see what they look like. I also might make them, God, what is it called? Aquilonian or Yamatai building materials between them. I don't know. Again, if you guys have preferences or recommendations, please, by all means, share them. Like I said, the main thing is I'm not going to use Catan stuff for the most part because, like, I might use Catan accents because there are Catan, there's a Catan artisans table. I might do that. I wouldn't actually have an issue with that. But I would like to stay away from, like, the walls and stuff because we've already used them. So let's get some stairs in place, shall we? Yeah, here we go. That's all I need for that. There we go. Now, I'm not going to build the whole tower right now. The whole point to getting this done was I wanted to see how I could go about connecting a wall from here to here. Now, one thing I was thinking about doing was angling... I feel like I may want to actually extend out a little bit so I can get the start of this little side thing. This, whatever the hell it is. Walkway. Yeah. Kind of want to build that out first because that's going to be kind of the connecting point. So let's see about that. Frontier ceiling. God, I love that they have that search feature in there because, good lord, this would be a pain without it. Okay, so that comes out like this. There we go. And then I use ceiling wedges to fill in these middle areas, in case you guys are wondering. Good lord, we are gaining levels quickly. I know the high tier building materials are useful, but holy crap. And yeah, I only build this around, as you can see, most sides, just not the main front door. I don't like it there. I kind of like the idea of my emplacements, for the most part, aiming outwards. The only reason I went all the way around on the top, I'll admit, was I tried to put a roof up there in so many different ways, and because of these wedge foundations and ceiling tiles, it was an absolutely massive exercise in frustration. So I decided, you know what, leave it flat, do a huge platform up there for your shrines, and then leave it so you can survey your kingdom all the way around. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, so we want to try to extend foundations out. That would actually work out pretty well. Extend the foundations under here. I might try that. Yeah, let's try it. Except they're not going to let me put the foundations underneath there currently. I'd have to tear this down. But I don't know that would be the end of the world either. I could also just connect foundations like this. You know, until I got the desired angle. Like this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's try that on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angled. I actually like this idea. It might not work, like they might not join in the middle. In fact, there's a very good chance they're not going to join in the middle. Simply because, I mean, they aren't, you know, they weren't designed with that in mind. Okay. Or at least the first tower wasn't designed with that in mind. Oh, this place will let me... Yeah, no, let's get rid of that. I believe we started from... Oh, no, we did start from that platform. Okay. It's weird. It won't connect up. There we go. Oh, that is horrible. Do I have to put the fences on them for it to be... I might have to. Because they're not connecting on the edges like the other ones did. And they're letting me do this right off the bat, which I guess would be a time saver? I don't know. Let's just keep going how we're going, though. Let's... Okay, so... I want to take a closer look at how I connected it over here. So it is connected at the base of those fences and at the corner of this. Okay. That's what I needed to see. Let's see. Let's get something to drink. Let's get some purified flesh, which I made sure to stockpile the purified flesh simply because, well, I hate the food going bad, and purified flesh won't go bad. Gotta thank Yogg for that. Yeah, that'll work. Even if I have to change it later. It does not want to go in there. Okay. This is not working out the way I would have liked it to work out. We'll get it, though. Because I do want to finish, in this video, I do want to finish that wall. Yeah, we have everything exactly the same. Maybe if I do... that. I mean, it looks a little janky compared to what I had going on over there, but I feel like this could work. I do find it incredibly annoying that it's not connecting there, though. Like it's supposed to. Oh, well. It's not going to look perfect on these side areas because, well, like I said before, this area wasn't designed with that in mind. I just wish I could get it to just hook onto this up here like it feels like it's supposed to. Well, either way, we have the angle right here. I just don't like that it doesn't... Yeah, I really don't like that it doesn't block that off completely, but I can figure that out later. Yeah, this is going to be tricky, I think. Okay, we need to build a lot more of those frontier wedges. Why don't I just finish the... There we go. Well, let's bust out the torch because it's getting dark. There we go. That'll turn the wall where we want it to go. kind of will, actually. Yeah, this is going to require some interesting tweaking, I think. Oh yeah, no, that's not going to work. We are not even close. Now, if I were to build this straight across, that is a very good question. If I were to just go straight across, it looks like I could theoretically... No, that would take me right there. Nope. Don't want to do that. Experimentation. I really wish this were a faster process. I absolutely hate the foundation, like the disassembly part of this game. A lot of times it is just you have to basically be so close to the material you're trying to break that it's just frustrating. Okay, I feel like the turn happened a bit too early. But let's try this anyway. God, I wish there was a way to... There is a way, and I'm going to use it, because I can't build at night like this. Building this by torchlight is going to be, well, a bloody nightmare, honestly. If I go straight from here... Huh. Not at all the direction we want to go. I might actually be able to connect that with just wedges. It's going to make putting walls on this thing a pain. Yeah, that looks like the easiest way. Frontier, please. Give me another 10, just to see if this is a viable approach. Kind of. But I feel like that is actually a bit better. I think I could actually connect it more intelligently over there now that I've got this in place. Now that we've seen what the wedges are capable of doing. And I am probably going to make these foundations once the wedges have this fully in place. I'm going to make this wall thicker. This isn't nearly thick enough for me to be confident in its defensive capabilities, like in the slightest. But yeah, I really like the foundation materials, like the wedges. They can be janky. In fact, they often are janky. But it's fine. Alright, make me all of these. I'm going to need them. So now what we can do is we can start making our way. No. I don't want to come up underneath that. If possible, I want to avoid that just because it's... I don't know. I don't like having that gap in my defenses right there, so we're going to try to make it join up. And again, it's probably not going to just seamlessly click into place, unfortunately. However, there are mods I can download, and I am very much considering it, that provide more, I don't know what the word is, attachment? Like, your stuff will, like, it allows more overlap. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good. So, like, it's not a big deal if your stuff doesn't click completely, it will allow them to flow into each other a bit more, which is, admittedly, probably what we're going to have to do. For the most part, though, the wall is in place, kind of where I want it. I kind of want to get it as close to, like, this spot right here as possible. So let's go get some materials and make that happen. Shouldn't be super difficult. And see, that's why I mass-produced all those resources is, look how quickly that ran out. Specifically, the stupid bricks. It looked like I had a ton. And I don't. Frontier wedge. Give me more wedges. I could convert them all, but nah. Also, let's turn that bloody torch off. I don't need it right now. Alright. So I'm thinking our gate, our main gate's going to go right here, if I can get it to connect. There is a very strong chance that the game will refuse to let it connect. I know, sounds a little odd, but not the first time. It won't be the first time I have building materials that will not. Yeah, see, that I'm okay with. And then I can do that. It is a weird little overlap right there. But it is a tiny gap that will, for the most part, not even... Okay, I was going to say, won't even be visible once I have... some of my other materials in place, but that is... I'd be lying if I said that's the case, because, yeah, this is... Oh, hey. I can do that, though. Can I actually just fit through there? Because if I can, that would suck. Because if I can fit through there, enemies can fit through there. Why are you failing to place the building? This is all you're here for. Yeah, that's all you bloody dudes are here for. Hello? Like, will they not stack like that? What the... That's stacking. Oh, okay, now it's going to click into place. See, now we can build the wall out this way very quickly. And it can go all the way around. So yeah, we have the first major step of our fortifications in place. This right here bugs me like you wouldn't believe, but I have an idea to deal with that. Mostly that idea involves breaking this on down. And manipulating some other building material to wedge its way in there. Pun definitely intended. Like, I might just have to tear this off for now. Because I could use... Honestly, I probably could use, like, normal foundations here to provide that foothold. That might actually be the best connecting spot for the wall, is just go right here. Do the same over here. Just get rid of those last two parts of the walkway. I like them, but they're honestly not super necessary. And foundations would do that job well enough. Probably more realistically as well. Nope. So yeah, if I got rid of you, could I put normal foundations there? Alright, that does it actually. Because of the overlap right there, we do not have a gap in our walls. That looks like a messed up, like, murder hole looking situation. Like, you're going to get in there and you're going to get cut up by spikes. But you know what? I'm okay with that. So yeah, that actually does what I want it to do. Alright, so we have figured out the wall situation on this side. Is it the most elegant solution? No. It kind of had to brute force it over here, but I think aesthetically, it looks fine. And considering I kind of am tempted to make my walls double thickness anyway, or triple thickness. I might just do single thickness, though. I don't know. It actually kind of depends on landscape constraints. But yeah, I actually really like the look of this. I hope you guys do as well. And with that, I am all out of time for today, so thank you everybody so very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video at all, then please by all means feel free to like, comment, subscribe, or any combination of those actions that suits you today. And with that, I'll see you next time for more Conan Exiles. And remember, feel free to provide suggestions if you would like to see this go a different way, or if you actually have a better way to, or if you guys think you have a better way to build this wall over here, if you want to see a thicker wall, if you'd like to see a straighter wall, whatever. Just let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Thanks again for watching, guys.